Three people accused of viciously beating and stabbing an elderly man could now face the death penalty.
The victim, Carroll Jordan, died on Saturday at USA Medical Center. Local 15's Darwin Singleton joins us now from Metro Jail, where all three suspects will remain. Darwin?
And Greg, this is where they are likely to stay until a new judge hears these upgraded charges to capital murder. That could happen as early as tomorrow. But in the meantime, for those who knew him, the damage has already been done. And Carroll Jordan, we are learning, could have lost his life for a slice of pizza. 18 years. It's a long time. But for Chickasaw resident Constance Agee, the past 18 years have been good ones here on this corner, thanks to her neighbor, 86-year-old Carroll Jordan.
He was the best friend, a neighbor. Oh, his heart is just wonderful.
But that neighborly bond was broken January 27th when, prosecutors claim, 3 people entered Carroll Jordan's house, robbed him, and beat him severely. For more than a week, the elderly man lay in a hospital in critical condition. Police arrested 3 people and charged them with attempted murder: 20-year-old Carlos Nottingham, 21-year-old DeAngelo Smith, and 19-year-old Yamin Munnerlyn. The DA calls this a senseless tragedy, an already bad situation that got much worse over the weekend.
The victim in this case has died, passed away over the weekend, and so the charges were upgraded to capital murder against all 3 of the defendants. The items that were missing from the home were a TV and a wedding ring, and that wedding ring was later pawned.
Capital, because another crime was committed during the attack: robbery. Wedding rings that were later pawned. Possibly, she says, to buy pizza. And that is particularly puzzling to Constance, who was quick to point out a trait that made her next-door neighbor so endearing to her and her children: his generosity.
You know, he was just a giver. And he gave, if you walk up to his door and ask him for something right now, he'll give it to you.
Constance says she's had a hard time explaining this to her children, who care deeply for their gentle neighbor. Then again, Constance is having a hard time explaining all of this to herself.
The smile on his face, you know, I miss that. He always been my neighbor. He was always my heart.
Now, earlier today, I called Carroll Jordan's nephew. Just happened to catch up with him as he was driving to Brewton, Alabama to make funeral arrangements. That is where the 86-year-old retired shipyard worker and Army veteran will be buried next to his wife. We're live downtown Mobile. Darwin Singleton, Local 15 News.